White just played. Queen f4. Pause the video and try to find black's next move. Queen f5. Black is aiming to play queen takes e1 check and establish a winning position. Knight c3 move preferred by white. Bishop takes c3. Pawn takes c3. Queen takes b5. Rook takes e7. Black has a decisive advantage. Let's go to the next game. White played knight ce. To pause the video to find out black's response. Bishop takes d4. Queen takes d4. Rook takes e2. Queen takes b6. Rook takes c2 check. King b1. White is looking to play queen d8 check. King f7. Queen takes e7 check and take decisive advantage. Pawn takes b6 move preferred by black. Bishop c1. White is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. White just played rook d3. Pause the video to figure out black's next move. White is setting up to play rook takes d6 and seize the initiative. Rook takes g2 played by black. King takes g2. Bishop takes e4 check. King g3. Bishop takes d3. Queen takes d3. Pawn e4. Black is looking to play pawn takes d3 and dominate the board. Queen d1 was chosen by white. Queen takes f5. Rook c1. White is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. Black played pawn b6. Pause the video to analyze white's next move. Black is looking to play pawn takes c5 and secure a stronghold in the game. Knight takes d7 was chosen by white. Rook takes d7. Queen takes c6. Bishop d6. Rook takes d6. Rook c8. Black wants to play rook takes c6 and gain a significant edge. Queen 4 was chosen by white. White is looking to play rook ed1. Rook c4. Queen takes d7 check. Queen takes d7. Rook takes d7 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Pawn b5 played by black. Black might go for pawn takes a4 and establish a winning position. Queen takes b5 move preferred by white. Rook b8. Black is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. Black just played queen d7. Pause the video to analyze white's next move. Bishop e5. White wants to play rook takes f8 check and take decisive advantage. Knight h6 was chosen by black. Bishop takes h8. Knight takes g4. Rook takes f8 check. Queen d8. Black is preparing to play queen takes f8 and dominate the board. Rook a f1 move preferred by white. White is looking to play rook 1 f7. Knight d7. Rook takes d8 check and seize the initiative. Knight d7 played by black. Rook takes d8 check. King takes d8. Rook f7. Pawn h5. Rook h7. Knight f8. Black is setting up to play knight takes h7 and dominate the board. Rook takes h5 move preferred by white. King e7. Black's loss is confirmed. Let's go to the next game. White just played bishop e5. Pause the video to find out black's response. Bishop takes e5. Rook takes e5. Rook takes c3. Rook e2. Pawn b4. Rook b2. Pawn b3. Black is setting up to play Rook d3. Rook bb1. On c3. King f1. On c2. King e2. On promotes to bishop at cxb1 and dominate the board. King f1 was chosen by white. King g7. King e1. Rook d3. Black is preparing to play. On c3. King e2. Bishop c4. King e1. On takes b2 and dominate the board. King e2 was chosen by white. King f6. Black is preparing to play. Bishop f3 check. King e1. King e5. On h5. On takes h5 and seizes the initiative. Rook bb1 move preferred by white. King e5. On f4 check. King e4. Black is planning to play rook takes g3 and put immense pressure on the opponent. On f5 move preferred by white. On takes f5. Rook a3 black has a decisive advantage. Let's go to the next game. White made a move. Knight d2. Pause the video and try to find black's next move. Rook takes d2. Queen takes d2. Queen takes f3. Rook takes e5. Queen h1 check. King f2. Queen takes h2 check. King e1. Queen h1 check. King e2. Queen f3 check. King e1. Queen takes g3 check. King f1. Queen h3 check. King e1. Queen h1 check. King e2. Queen h2 check. King d1. White wants to play queen takes h2 and seize the initiative. Queen takes e5 was chosen by black. Queen d8 check. Black is in a commanding position. Let's go to the next game. White just played. On takes e6. Pause the video to spot black's next move. Rook takes g2 check. Queen takes g2. Queen e3 check. King h1. Rook takes g2. King takes g2. Queen takes e2 check. King g1. On e3. Rook e1. Queen f2 check. King h1. Queen f3 check. King g1. Queen g4 check. King h1. Queen e4 check. King g1. Queen takes e5. Rook e2. Queen takes e6. Rook f1. Black is dominating the board. Let's go to the next game. Black just played. Queen d3. Pause the video to spot white's next move. Bishop g4 check. On f5. Black is aiming to play pawn takes g4 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Queen takes d3 was chosen by white. Rook takes d3. Bishop takes f5 check. Rook d7. Rook d1. White is setting up to play rook takes d7 and dominate the board. Rook d8 move preferred by black. Bishop b6. White intends to play bishop takes d8 and dominate the board. Pawn g6 was chosen by black. Black is aiming to play pawn takes f5 and secure a stronghold in the game. Bishop h3 move preferred by white. White is setting up to play bishop takes d8 and dominate the board. Knight c7 played by black. On g3. White is looking to play king g2. On e4. Rook d4. On g5. Bishop f5. On e3. On takes e3 and seize the initiative. On g5 was chosen by black. Bishop g4. White might go for king g2. On h5. Bishop f5. On g4. Rook d6. Knight e8. Rook h6. King b8. Bishop takes d7 and sees the initiative. Pawn h6 move preferred by black. Rook d6. White's idea is to play rook takes h6 and establish a winning position. Pawn h5 move preferred by black. Black is planning to play pawn takes g4 and establish a winning position. Bishop f5 was chosen by white. White might go for rook g6, pawn g4, rook h6, pawn e4. Rook takes h5 and secure a stronghold in the game. Knight e8 move preferred by black. Black considers playing knight takes d6. Bishop takes d8. Knight takes f5 and secure a stronghold in the game. Rook h6 move preferred by white. White intends to play bishop takes d8 and dominate the board. King b8 was chosen by black. Bishop takes d7. Rook takes d7. Rook takes h5. King c8. Black has no response. Let's go to the next game. White just played King h1. Pause the video to spot black's next move. Pawn h4. Black is setting up to play pawn takes g3 and establish a winning position. Knight f1 was chosen by white. Rook e2. Black intends to play queen takes f2 and dominate the board. Queen d4 move preferred by white. White is setting up to play queen takes a7 and seize the initiative. Queen takes d4 move preferred by black. Rook takes d4. Rook takes f2. King g1. White wants to play king takes f2 and establish a winning position. Rook fe2 move preferred by black. Black considers playing bishop b7. Rook d2. Bishop takes g2. Rook takes e2. Rook takes e2 and gain a significant edge. Rook f4 move preferred by white. Rook c2. Black wants to play bishop b7. Rook f2. Rook e2. Rook takes e2. Rook takes e2. Knight e3. Rook takes e3 and take rook f2 was chosen by white. White considers playing rook takes c2 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook e2 move preferred by black. Black considers playing rook takes f2 and take decisive advantage. Rook takes e2 played by white. Rook takes e2. Rook d1. White considers playing rook d8 check. King g7. Rook takes c8 and secure a stronghold in the game. King g7 was chosen by black. Rook d3. Bishop b7. Black is preparing to play rook takes g2 check and put immense pressure on the opponent. Rook d2 was chosen by white. White is setting up to play rook takes e2 and secure a stronghold in the game. Rook takes d2 was chosen by black. Knight takes d2. Bishop d5. King f2. King f6. Pawn g3. Pawn takes g3 check. King takes g3. King e5. King f2. King f4. Knight b1. Bishop e6. Black wants to play bishop takes h3 and take decisive advantage. Pawn h4 move preferred by white. Bishop d5. Black wants to play king g4. King e3. Bishop c6. Knight c3. King takes h4 and gain a significant edge. Knight c3 move preferred by white. White wants to play knight takes d5 check and dominate the board. Bishop c6 move preferred by black. Knight e2 check. King g4. King e3. King takes h4. King f4. White is struggling to keep up. Let's go to the next game.